Welcome back to the last game of the first actual day of League of Legends games. This is gonna be the game you've all been waiting for. This is Group B, obviously, possibly the best of the West, to rhyme, I'm sorry for that rhyme, meeting possibly the best Chinese team, clg versus World Elite, and we're now ready for bans and picks. Alright, and actually the first two bans have already been done because these guys are eager to get going. First ban for clg was Fiddlesticks, and then World Elite just bans in Italy, which means they have own TV in China. That's what that means.
We get to watch Hotshot owning it up all day, along with the 9,999 others who are always on his stream as well. So yeah, we have those first two bans in. clg got next ban, and obviously the other game will be going on simultaneously, Flash versus Millennium.
Look at that coordination, I like it. That's a Kipi Morgana, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that's nice. I like that. Alright, so they are talking about bans right now, standing around the character screen, as I can see. Oh my god! What is that? Is that coming out of his nose? No, that's surely not coming out of his... Oh.
And he's got funny eyes.
You crazy Chinese people. But I have to say that Reddington, that is, oh boy, you know what? I want that as my forum avatar now. That is the cutest crocodile ever.
You know that how many forum threads you're going to have to deal with now?
No, they would never make forum threads about that. That is a very
You're going to need to implement them as an option.
Yeah, that is quite possibly true. Yeah, we need to actually start looking at what we want to do with summoner avatars. They've been sitting there for the longest time as one of those placeholder features. It's like, yeah, you can choose one, but there's this static set and there's nothing you can do about them. Gangplank now being banned by Saint Vicious for clg, of course. Gangplank, very, very strong jungler. And yeah, let me just finish that thought. Eventually, obviously, we're going to do something with those summoner icons. We're going to make things that you can possibly unlock or get in some other kind of way, and we're going to link them with your forum, so you're going to have your avatar and forums. All of these things have been on our nice-to-have list for the longest time. So we're going through these really essential features like spectator mode, replays, ranked teams, and so on. All of these things, I feel, personally, are more important than summoner avatars.
Really?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, go on, I'll agree with you with that one.
Alright, Nocturne banned by World Elite. Very nice once again. It's not going to mess up our streaming. Oh, actually, I believe the Chinese observer's going to need to get into this game. They just said they're going to stream it. Let's make sure we don't block them from the game. Galio banned by
I'm sure they'll
clg.
come and tell us if
Yeah. World Elite banning Cassiopeia. That's an interesting ban. But obviously, it's definitely the champion to have if you want to be aggressive early on. And I think that's all the bans, is it? I'm not sure.
Oriana.
1, 2... Oh, actually pick Oriana. Oh, yeah, that was all the bans then. There we go. And once again, Oriana first pick. She did really well last game, I have to say.
I'm going to make a note of them while we're going through.
Using the advanced technology of pen and paper once more. Yep. Alright, so World Elite is now picking, and that the Chinese team obviously undefeated in this tournament, as are clg. I can see them huddling a little bit now, World Elite over there. They have something to prove. They want to show that not only can they take out a very strong Western team like Millennium, they want to prove that they can take out the strongest of the strong. Tariq Caitlyn picked for World Elite. They were watching that lane and they were like, we like what we see. Even though that didn't give them the win, I mean, that's always such a strong lane to have. And Lee Sin Cillian there from clg. Obviously, Big Fat GG this time had his Cillian left open to him. And is just going to have it picked for him. Lee Sin, I have to say, Saint Vicious Lee Sin, the way he flashed behind enemies and roundhouse kicked them into his team, just beautiful, beautiful to watch. World Elite now with the next two picks. So far, very strong bottom lane for World Elite. Obviously, clg left their bottom lane for last, so they can react to that whichever way they like. They could go for something like a Janna Vayne, a very, very simple lane. They're obviously going to wait and see what the AP solo pick and the jungler and the top lane pick are going to be for World Elite.
Well, we are on a timer, and we do have the admin behind them, our very own Nashkin FX.
Nachtkind. He's a child of the night, don't you know?
Indeed.
That's why
I prefer to call him Nacktkind.
Nacktkind, he's a naked child. Yeah, that's almost as good.
He doesn't like that so much. Doesn't like so much.
No, he's looking at us right now, but he has no clue we're talking about him. Sorry, Nachtkind. All right. 2 more picks from World Elite. Come on. Time. I just made the universal symbol for time at them. Let's see if they understand it.
Pointing at your wrist.
Mm-hmm.
Time, gentlemen, please. Yeah, the next
That's the name of the adventure, exactly. Time, gentlemen, please. All right. And it looks like bad news for you, Joe.
Yeah, they can come in once we finish the picks and bans, so we can see them.
So, yeah, we're going to finish watching picks and bans. After picks and bans, you can join the game then. All right. What? Twisted Fate Warwick? That's about the last thing I expected from them right now. So I'm going to have to start seriously theory crafting here right now. Is the suppression going to be important to take out Cillian before he can cast his ultimate, or what is going on here? And TF, of course, also a pick that has somewhat fallen out of favor these last couple of months. Gonna have to see what the Asians do with this. I mean, I'm saying the Asians not to be racist, but because they have a different meta game that we may not be privy to, and maybe they know things about Twisted Fate that we just don't.
I've heard something, but I'm going to reserve saying it until I've seen all the until I've seen all the picks. All right then. For a little bit later on.
Last 2 picks for clg now coming in. We can see them on voice chat. Actually, they're not huddling up like the World Elite. They're just sitting there calmly at the PCs, talking via voice chat, as they would do when they're playing at home. But they are looking at each other, so that's nice. At least that's a nice touch. I see Elements looking over there to Chauster. They're still talking about the picks right now, but I can't believe that TF and Warwick really confused them so much that it would slow them down. Let's have a look at the picks so far. They have Orianna, Lee Sin, Cillian, and Urgot, and so support is going to be our new champion
Sona.
It's going to be Sona or See, what can they do against the Warwick? A Soraka might be good because that silence could, cancel the Warwick ultimate, but I don't think it's such a big deal. There's the Sona. Elements, he's going to play what he feels most at home with.
Yeah, definitely, and I think that's maybe more important than anything else. Will we say, wait for a moment, we should go toilet.
That's exactly the right time to do this, after picks and bans, not before.
But they've not finished their picks yet.
Have they? Have they not? They have not. Indeed, they should last pick.
Fail.
And they just went to the toilet, because you only have 45 seconds to last pick.
Otherwise you get random, guys.
Let's be strict about this. 45 seconds, do your last pick, or we're going to give you a random.
And we're going to choose your random.
Come on, guys. I mean, obviously we can't random them, but we can penalize them in some other way. And let's make sure that the admin actually knows to put pressure on them. We can't just, go to the toilet in the middle of the pick process and take 5 minutes for a pick. That's not exactly fair to the other team. So, alright, I can see the admin talking to them. Okay, Graga's last pick. That is very interesting. Alright. What the hell? Pick Jutong. What the hell is Jutong? Yeah, it's probably going to be a very, very funny joke to all our Chinese viewers.
That's maybe the Chinese name.
It might be, yeah. So let's have a look then. Do you have the full lineups there?
Yeah, so CLG you're going to be Orianna, Lee Sin, Zillion, Urgot, Sona. And for World Elite we have Taric, Caitlyn, Twisted Fate, Warwick, and Gragas.
I cannot see anything here, Joe. I have to just surrender to these guys' picks because I don't know how this makes sense, but I'm sure there's going to be some super obvious.
So here's what I heard. I'm just going to throw it out there.
Throw it out there.
That they like to play a Warwick solo lane.
Alright, that used to be done in Europe as well until we nerfed Warwick a little bit.
Gragas middle.
Okay.
And Twisted Fate in the jungle.
No.
That's what. Honestly, when I was outside and they were apparently waiting for me, that's what some guys who are American guys but living in China told me.
Are we gonna see a jungle TF?
it didn't make any sense to me, to be quite honest.
Outlandish. Let's walk through his skills. So as a jungle, obviously, you need to be able to put a lot of damage, which he can do with his E, which is a spell that does a lot of damage if you just keep attacking. You know, every third one is going to do that little bit of extra damage. And W is also going to be very useful if the enemy stands still. But how is he going to survive the jungle? I guess he can blue card to keep his mana up, so he doesn't need to start Golem. But that is just weird. But if you do have a TF jungle, and you know that's something you can test easily enough to make sure that works, then you're going to have super strong ganks. Not just going to have the gold card stuns, which is a ranged stun, also quite reliable. You're also going to have all the damage output from the wild cards. So if they actually made the TF jungle work, it could be a force to be reckoned with in ganking. Alright. And it looks like the two members of World Elite are back right now.
Well, I'm also a little bit suspect about saying that because it was Warwick there as well.
Yeah.
But honestly, I heard this before I came back in for this final game.
Let's theory craft through this. I mean, we're gonna have who's gonna be top lane for them actually? Orianna? I just now realized Orianna and Cillian is really weird because both of them want mid lane.
Yeah.
So I guess it's gonna be Cillian top lane then. And Cillian is gonna shut down Warwick really, really hard. I mean, you can bomb him every time, even if his Q he needs to get in range. He Qs to get a little bit of health back because his Q was nerfed really, really hard. Yeah. And he's gonna get a bomb. He's gonna get a double bomb if GG is quick enough, as GG usually is. So I don't see it working, but I would be very, very happy, Joe, to be proven wrong here. I want there to be something new and unexpected. And World Elite so far played super vanilla setup, so it looked like they saved this one for the really big match that doesn't really matter because they're going on anyway. Maybe they really don't want to fight SK in the semifinals, but you know, if I was them, and this would sound weird, if I was them, I'd kind of want to. No, it won't sound weird actually. I would want to win to fight SK because how awesome would it be to have on Chinese soil an all Chinese grand finals? Exactly.
But I'm not sure at this stage they really care. I mean,
yeah, they just want
to win.
Yeah.
I mean, when it's this kind of tournament, you've got straight into the semi-final, straight into the final, and you've got to beat everyone.
Yeah.
Okay, there's one team that you're not going to get to play, the loser of the other semi-final, but you've got to, in theory, beat everyone to get there. So I don't know. I'm interested to see how this all weighs up, especially since they, told me outside, the guys, what do you think about the Jungle Twisted Fate idea? And I was like, what? What are you talking about? And they told me.
Okay.
The Chinese teams have been trying this Jungle Twisted Fate thing. Well, let's see. We're going to find out now.
Yeah, we are actually on Team World Elite right now. Caitlin's been picked. There's nope. It's going to be a Jungle Warwick. Yeah. Unfortunately, look at that Gragas. He has a tiny head. That doesn't make any sense. That is a very, very tiny head. And yeah, it's going to be a mid lane Twisted Fate. It's going to be a top lane Gragas with the teleport. And a Warwick in the jungle. Unfortunate. I would have loved to see that.
It's not surprising, which is why I said I'm going to be reserving myself to the last choice, because when you've got Warwick in there, it doesn't make really that much sense to have Twisted Fate, especially when you're going to be facing double AP on those lanes. Yeah. There's no way that Warwick could have sustained himself on either of those lanes, on that top lane against either Orianna or Cillian. So.
Let's see that Gragas though. That Gragas in top lane with teleport could be quite amazing, because a Gragas that just suddenly turns up with his ultimate for a what was supposed to be a 2v2 or 3v3 can really turn things around. Just if he gets that proper split. So the ultimate does do a lot of damage, but even more important than the damage is the fact that if you place it correctly, you can split the enemy team up exactly the way you want them to be, and that separation, that can be enough to actually win a team fight for you right away. And here we are again, going into the last game right now. It's going to be CLG versus World Elite. Well, as I try to break down our table, I'm sorry about that, my legs are too long. Both of these teams have qualified for the semifinals, so we're going to see both of them. Look at that angry Gragas. I do like these strategically placed stars here on Caitlin's outfit as well. Yes, thank you very much for that Chinese art. And yep, they're both leaving the base. No surprises there. He starts with a long sword. That probably means a golem start. That's the aggressive route. That's the quick route. It's great how I know the theory of warring routes, yet when I play him, I think I may have already crashed. Oh, Joe, that's very unfortunate. I'm
not in the game because of the Chinese broadcasters, unfortunately.
We're gonna have to reconnect real quick. Yeah, something happened there.
Sorry about that, guys. And I actually just refreshed the Team Liquid thread. Everyone's like, oh my god, Twisted Fate in the jungle. Sorry, guys, to get your hopes up. I was just told that outside and then they picked Twisted Fate. So I was like, I have to spread my story.
You have
That's all I was doing. That's all I was doing.
Alright, okay. We are about to load back into the game here. I think that was actually the crash from earlier yesterday. Oh, I don't like to see that at all. Let's reconnect here, please. Please reconnect. I can see them playing, so it looks like the game is going on. Let's hope nothing amazing is happening at level 1 that we're missing here. The Chinese stream is going to have this. I don't know what the Chinese stream is, though. I don't have a URL for it.
I don't know either, so I can't help you out with that one, guys.
Nope. May need to relog here, actually. Nope. Oh. Okay, we're going back into the game. Alright, sorry about that, guys. We will be able to see at least the outcome of the level 1 fight if there was one. But I don't think there was one. I don't see any gray screens. And oh, they are taking race right now. World Elite. And clg are positioned super defensively. Yeah, obviously with the Warwick. And oh no, he's going to go blue after all. Okay, with the Warwick, you can take those raids very, very quickly. It's going to be Cillian against Gragas in top lane. That's going to be an interesting lane there to watch to see who can put more poke damage down against the other one. Lee Sin is being pinged right now. They saw him coming in there. And Twisted Fate actually started with boots and 3-pots. So that's the safe way to start as well. Alright, Warwick is taking himself a blue there. That's easy enough. Top lane, no blows exchanged so far. Both of them just had to let each other farm for the time being. So a quick look at bottom lane there. Oh, good damage against Caitlyn. That could have been the race. I'm not sure if Chaucer hit her with a little bit of Q-poke. Doesn't look like it. So Chaucer and Elements now happily sitting there in their bot lane farming away. Gonna have to learn those names. WX. And oh, actually beautiful stun going down on Chaucer, but they just stay and fight? Why would they do that? Oh, Chaucer just dying there, giving first blood to the enemy Caitlyn. I hope it wasn't a disconnect, but it looked to me like he actually...
Nah, he was running back.
He was running back, and then he turned around and attacked again, so there was definitely another stun blowing a flash. That's a very, very good start here for Team World Lead.
Yeah, and I'm not sure really why Elements was in such a position when he knew that there was a Taric there in the bush. Up on top lane, doing a good job there is... Hot shot with his Zillion, forcing those minions all onto the turret, and pretty much a full wave it was there that was thrown onto the turret. So now that's one thing that he's got to keep doing against this Gragas, who obviously at this earlier level not going to be putting out so much damage, but that's going to change very, very quickly for that Gragas. Obviously Chaucer now instantly back in lane. Did he pick anything up when he was there? I don't think he really had time to, did he?
No, not really. He just put a couple potions
and a couple of extra potions.
So I wonder who's going to do the tanking actually on Team World Elite. We may see a tank Gragas, because I don't know if
a tank Twisted Fate. I heard that. No, not really.
I mean, between Taric and Warwick, they're going to have some tankiness, but is it going to be enough? Then again, on the other team, there's not a lot of real tankiness either. Chaucer's going to be a little tanky, as is Saint Vicious, but none of them are really main tanks. And you know what else I just realized? There are no bruises in this game except for the two junglers. It's double AP again. How did that happen?
That meta game.
That is assuming, of course, that TF is not going to build something crazy like attack speed TF or tank TF, apparently. You have all the inside information here, Joe.
I play on the Chinese server.
Yes, clearly you do.
500 ping.
They see them standing there because of the ward, obviously, and Chaucer is very scared right now. TF going home. Let's see where his first pickup's gonna be. If I can identify his item. Yes, he built a ring, so he's definitely going for the AP. Tariq still patiently waiting in the brush there. And oh, Chaucer, it's not quite gonna be enough for a stun. Nope, not quite gonna be enough. That would have been very dangerous. Oh,
already.
Gragas can already do that thing. Yes, you know exactly what I meant. Can already kill this minion wave so very quickly. Hotshot I have not seen play Cillian much. Normally that's big for LP, but due to the double AP, it just meant that LP had to play the, I would say, the more important AP in that Cillian just needs to remember to press R in the fight. Oh, and at the same time we miss a kill against Elements. Must have been another stun from Tariq there. Sorry guys, we only have one observer, so it's a little bit harder for us to keep track of everything happening here.
Yeah, the Chinese guys stole me, stole my login for this one, stole my place, but that's okay. We should have it all back for tomorrow, I hope. But we'll see about that. Anyway, in the middle, let's have a look quickly at the CS count. So I don't think we're going to see any action coming on here. In the top lane, Gragas 33 to the 31 of Hotshot GD, all pretty much fair and square there. Twisted Fate in mid 44 against 43 from Oriana. Doesn't get much closer than that either. Down at bottom, surely Chaucer's behind 24 to 40. So that's where the big difference comes in. Obviously there was the one kill. Actually, the Caitlyn player whose name completely I forget, because World Elite decided they wanted to stick their sponsor name in there rather than their nicknames in full. So they're kind of missing most of their nicknames. He's now 2 for 0, and that means a very scary Caitlyn. As per usual, we only seem to see scary Caitlyn these days. Yeah, if they have a even halfway decent game, if they can get a little bit farmed, they snowball so hard, so very, very quickly. Because at that range, that Caitlyn can be very safe in most team fights. She has all these methods of distancing herself from dangerous enemies, and then she can just pick up the kills easily enough. She needs to be a little bit careful once that Urgot reaches level 6, of course. He can swap her and do a good amount of damage while he is himself shielded from his swap. But I don't think it's very enough to kill him. Tariq is still standing in the brush there. They see him, of course. There's a ward, but there's not much they can do about him. And he's happy standing there. Cillian coming back into top lane right now. He's going to put a double bomb right now on Gragas and an auto attack. Gragas drinking some wine, I guess it is, that he has in his barrel there. It looks kind of purplish. Not just to get the passive proc, which means he regenerates some of his max health, but also get a damage reduction which you get from that skill, which is called, I don't know, drinking. It's called drinking. Can't remember.
It's called getting really, really drunk, because we are responsible game makers.
You do indeed take less damage, or at least feel less pain, that's for sure.
Exactly.
That's what the guys at Riot thought that one up. So in the middle here we have Lee Sin having a sniff around. Actually he was pinged there, so I guess he knows Tim Vicious was around. There's a ward just towards the top side. Yeah, Warwick obviously not going to gank before level 6 because he's going to be useless. Let's see, the red... where did the red go? That's an interesting question. Was it stolen? This could be the enemy red, because I don't see the red currently on any of the World Elite players. Nope, did not go to any of them. It's not on Warwick?
No, it's not on Warwick.
Yeah.
So it looks like actually Lee Sin must have stolen that red. So well done on St. Vicious. We didn't even notice him, and we have perfect vision.
And the Tariq's been stood in that bush for 4.5 hours now, right on top of the ward, which, is Tariq at the end of the day. He doesn't need CS.
No, he doesn't.
So even if he knows there's a ward there, he can just stand there to annoy them.
Yeah.
Obviously now he knows that there's a ward there, but I'm not sure that he's going to care anyway. Oh,
it's just timed out. Oh, good gang coming in there. There's the gold card. He just skated on after the gold card, but it didn't matter. He was dead anyway. And mid lane, clg are pushing in right now, but it's 3-0 Joe for World Elite against the clg here.
they've got off to a good start. And you know, the thing is here, you could never really read into these final games too much, because both teams are through. Both of them are going to be playing in the semi-final tomorrow. A second place finish means an SK game in the next round. A first place finish means E-home in the next round. Now, it all depends on who wants to play who, and you know, it's not a case of throwing the game or something like that. But you know, you're going to treat it less seriously if, you know, it's just how it is in, I guess, in all sports as well. When you know you're through, it's a lot harder to actually win that game as well. You don't want to put your try-hard face on for that one. But
I just spoke to Oslotte and Wicked from SK, and they said they spoke to Hotshot and said, dude, win this. We don't want to fight you in the semi-finals. And apparently CLG don't want to fight them in the semi-finals either. But
that's what they said.
If that's what the plan is, then they should really step it up a little bit, because currently they're losing. Well, they're 3-0 down. Their bot lane, let's have a quick look at the CS again there. Urgot is at 57 versus 84. That's
Drunken Rage.
Drunken Rage, thank you, John. He was just sat there thinking, like, I must remember.
That is the name of his W.
Rage, yes. I just wanted to get him really drunk.
The day. I knew it was something with drunken and being really angry. Well, that's what it is. Anyway, World Elite looking for a bit of a sneaky pick-up on Blue, and they've managed to pick it up there. It goes to Tariq, who obviously, that Blue... He's probably the least foul, though. He's going to be on cooldown now. He's like stun.
Exactly.
What up? But we'll see how that affects World Elite. But nonetheless, it's not that he's picked that off. It's more that he's denied it from CLG.
Ooh, and there's again coming in top lane once again. And again on Hotshot, he has to ulti himself, and they just disengage. I love that play. So very, very cold here from World Elite. They're going to flash over. Yes, they are. Bam, there's the pickup. And still the assist on Gragas, and the ultimate wasted, and look at that! A stun, a suppression, St. Vicious getting caught in the river, dies as well.
Hotshot just shook his head. Tells me that they're trying hard in this.
Well, probably, but yeah, it's not showing, you know, it's not working for them right now. And World Elite, I have to say, I'm super impressed by their play. SK are of the opinion that IG are stronger than World Elite, but I don't know. I really don't know at this point. There's only one way to find out, Joe, and that's to play out this tournament.
Yep, and that's what we're going to be doing. Of course, tomorrow will be the 2 semi-final games. They will be best of 3.
Oh, yes.
And then the final day, which will be, oh God, Wednesday.
Yep,
yeah,
we're going to have...
will be the 3rd place game first, and then the grand final.
Yeah, indeed. Oh, it could be a swap into tower range right now. It's the minion waves getting low, but it's not that low yet. And yep, they know to go out before the last minion pause, because if you are swapped to the tower range, even if you didn't attack one of the enemy heroes, as long as you're the only thing in range, the tower's obviously going to attack you.
But he could have got the swap off after the shot from Caitlyn, which would have meant that he'd have pulled the aggro, and probably would have been...
Well, you should be playing, Joe. You should be playing.
yeah, but when I'm playing, I can't think of things that fast. That's the problem.
Exactly.
That's the problem.
Yeah, it's a little easier to be a shotstopper sometimes. Look at that nice animation cancel there to get the last hit just precisely. And oh, they're catching Warwick. No, actually Warwick catching Hotshot there. Hotshot gets a shield, and oh, there's a good stun and a kill there on Hotshot. Once again, Big Fat LP has to flash out. St. Vicious gonna go down. It's now 7-0, the kills in favor of World Elite, who are doing their name honors, Joe. They are showing that they're not just possibly the best in China, but, you know, if they take down CLG this convincingly, they have a real claim to the title of best in the world.
Yeah, that's something that we're, I think, going to find out at the end of this tournament. You can really kind of read in with, you know, CLG being the winners of Gamescom, the last global challenge here for the Intel Extreme Masters, and the Asian teams now, we've got them in abundance. I made this point earlier, it's great to see them. We are maybe going to see the dive coming in. Yeah, the trap's going to go down there. Obviously the stun quite before it. We did see the switch out. That was a nice switch, which is probably going to save him, and actually Tariq may just go down. Yes, he will. And well, the turret was taken up at top, but I tell you what, that was a great move from Chauster. He switched out, and he put basically the Caitlyn into that tower range, and Tariq was then left all on his own, which is not something that he's going to survive from, especially since that Sun ulti went down onto him just before as well.
Yeah. So that was the first kill actually for Team CLG, and that came off a crazy aggressive tower dive there. They didn't know how far behind Chauster was, so no, actually, who was it who came in? Sona was. So that was not a good moment to dive. They could have almost done it, but Chaucer played perfectly, also exhausted at just the right moment. So well done there on Team CLG. But look at that Gragas. Yeah, obviously he's building an AP Gragas. I'm happy. I like to see at least one AP Gragas per tournament. That just makes me happy.
It's got to be done. And I'm surprised, to be honest, after DreamHack that we didn't see so many. Rapidon's death cap already.
Mark. No, you gotta be kidding me. That is a quick Rapidon.
Well, how many kills does he have?
Well, I'll tell you as soon as I find him. He's at 301 with 134 creep crits, highest CS in the game. And Chaucer going down. I just caught it. I didn't miss that. I caught it. Oh, Saint Vicious blocking the shot. Well done there. Yeah, I think that TF is now going to be... I looked at his items because I just saw him one-shot minion wave with his W's. Like, that doesn't look right.
Yeah, it's not going well for CLG. I mean, I'd go as far as to quote Ordon from Team Liquid, who said this is getting out of hand.
Oh yeah, no,
it's not too far away from the truth. I mean, you know, that one single kill, we're going to see Hotshot surely going down here. That barrel, he's not even going to borrow. I'm not even going to bother throwing a barrel in there. Just
barrels can be dodged.
Overrated.
Yeah, barrels can be dodged. Flashing giant man who body slam into you can't be dodged. Not really.
And now we're going to surely see a mid-turret go down now. And I think Gragas with that kill is probably going to go home and be buying something pretty damaging as well. Chaucer doing a good defensive job, but doesn't need to push out too much. Obviously that clairvoyance was down, so he could see that they pushed out of the bush and he wasn't just going in towards face check region. Not
pulling a double lift, it has to be said once per tournament as well. Not going to let him lift that one down. And they may... Nope, they did not steal their own blue, unfortunately.
Smite was perfectly timed, actually, from Warwick.
Yeah, so that Caitlyn got it.
Yeah.
That's how it worked out. That was beautifully done. Let's see what Gragas builds for himself. Yeah, needed a large rod. That's exactly what he needed, ironically enough. And yeah, double AP, that's going to be a lot of damage. Double AP on Team CLG as well, and I'm gonna have to go and talk to them after this game and find out exactly what their thoughts were, because I thought that the time of double AP was over, Joe, but the meta game, it is unpredictable.
Well, CLG's double AP, that time might be over in this one, and it's not looking good whatsoever, but World Elite's double AP is not looking all that bad. Look how much damage that barrel does already. How much AP does Gragas have? Got the needlessly large rod, almost at 200, 189. Obviously, triple Doran's blade, blasting one. Rabadon's death cap is surely short from being completed now for YMS. It is for who's playing it for World Elite.
I think I've given up on trying to pronounce the names. It's just a couple of like 3 letters for all of them because they don't have space for more. Elf. Okay, I can deal with. No, it's actually Lf.
LF.
It's Lf because
maybe
the E is from bite.
Yeah.
CLG setting up for a dragon, and 2 members of WE are currently in base, but of course World Elite are seeing this and they are ready for this Gragas at the same time, pushing top. They're like, we don't need 5 people to stop you from doing dragon, and that's, you know, that's also bad if that's actually the case. Let's see if Twisted Fate wants to come in here. Good damage. Actually, a flash used by Caitlyn. The swap actually being interrupted there, and there comes TF right now. He's gonna stun something, and oh, that's definitely gonna be Chaucer going down, but he has the ultimate from Cillian on him. Not enough damage. Oh, the ultimate from Gragas killing so much there. That's 3 dead from Team CLG. Oh god, double kill for Twisted Fate. Oh god, Joe, that looked painful.
That noise that I just made is the only noise that I can find to describe the situation. It's absolutely one-sided.
Couldn't be more one-sided.
The winners of the Intellect Stream Masters Global Challenge in Cologne are getting absolutely thrashed by the Chinese team World Elite. And again, I don't want to read so much into it because they've played brilliantly today through this tournament.
Yeah, but still, you know, nobody thought any Asian team had any chance at all, and it's right now it's an Asian team stomping possibly the best Western team in this tournament. And I'm sorry to use the word stomping, it's not a nice word, but that is the only description I can come up with.
I'd say it's not a bad word for how this one's going. 13-1
the kills right now, and World Elite seem to be so serenely perfectly in control of every engagement. They can begin and end every engagement when they want to. The only time they dropped a single member was during a super crazy tower dive where they didn't see Sona coming back in time. And CLG are going for that good old desperation Baron right now. This is not gonna go well for them. Look at them, they don't have the damage to do it. Caitlyn can push through it.
He's gonna get through anyway.
Yeah, look at the Baron's not even down to 3/4 yet. Yep, they have to stop the Baron right now. They're going in for a fight, but they can be kited and poked down so easily. Oh, there's a swap to Gragas. Good damage, and Gragas is actually gonna go down, so that was well done, but at the same time Caitlyn is now pushing into the inhibitor, taking it down. CLG need to go home and defend, but World Elite can now stop them from going home. Look at this, beautiful suppression, and that's not gonna be enough time for Cillian to use his ultimate. I'm not sure if it was even on cooldown. LP is, oh, in a lot of trouble. Good Sona ultimate actually killing Tarek there. Ergot is now in the base defending against Caitlyn, and oh, a lot of damage against Lee Sin as well. And oh no, Caitlyn kills Ergot in the base. It's gonna take 2 inhibs at the same time. Waiting for gold card. There's the that gold card. Did you see that gold card? Oh, Elements tries to go for a kill, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Holy God, Joe, what are we looking at? What is this? Is this CLG or is this my puck game? And there's the surrender from Team CLG.
Wow.
Oh my God, I thought this was going to be the closest and most interesting game of the day, but it was definitely the most interesting one, but I wouldn't call it the closest. I am in shock. I'm shell-shocked right now, Joe. You are speechless as well, I can see.
Something's fishy about this.
You think? You don't want to say that. Oh, Hotshot is...
Hotshot's like, points at the SK guys and says, woo! So, it's going to be tomorrow, CLG versus SK Gaming, and the two Chinese teams, eHome and World Elite, are going to match up in the semi-finals. But let's have a look at the post-score screen.
But honestly, World Elite...
Post-game score screen.
World Elite just... I'm speechless. I'm really amazed by their performance here, and I think we are starting to see a new rising star here in League of Legends.
So, Caitlyn 503, Tarek, Twisted Fate 606, Warwick 406. Gragas died once, but I am sure he had decent kills and assists as well. Over on the other side, Hotshot 060, St. Vicious 141, Element 022, Big Fat LP 121, and Chulster 141.
Didn't even finish anything. Look at all these guys with level 1 boots. Oh, this is just... wow. Yeah, okay, so I am really looking forward to eHome versus World Elite tomorrow, to the point where SK versus CLG doesn't really matter that much anymore, because if World Elite can defeat eHome as convincingly as they've just defeated CLG, I don't see anyone taking the tournament from them. And on the other hand, if eHome are actually stronger than World Elite, we're still going to have an amazing Asian contender. So it is now for certain that the grand finals are going to have one Western team and one Asian team. Is that right, Joe?
It is certain, yeah. Because it will be that SK versus CLG semi-final and eHome versus World Elite. So, yeah, that was the final game of today. I'm still somewhat in shock. I did not see this coming, I have to say. I can use my my noise once again.
Yeah, exactly. That
was my summing up of this game.
That's the sound of CLG doing damage to the enemy team. Yeah. Not really.
But it's been a great day, and I think a bit of an accomplishment, it has to be said. We've managed to play through 2 groups in one single day.
That's a little insane.
You know, 24 hours ago, it wasn't looking so promising for us. But today we've turned it around, and we're going to be moving over into those semi-finals tomorrow, which I am super, super excited for. To see, you know, how SK, who started out a bit rough today, they came back, they managed to top their group actually on timings. They're going to go up against CLG, who were a little bit the opposite. They looked great in the first 2. The last one, they basically didn't even turn up. They got their grandmas to play from home via VPN. And, you know, the 2 Asian teams, eHome and World Elite, both have looked very, very strong throughout the entire tournament. And we are left with those 4 best teams, and I just cannot wait.
So tomorrow it's going to be at the same time again. We're going to have both semi-finals. I'm not sure which one's going to be first tomorrow. Do you know?
Let me consult the interwebs.
Yes, the interwebs. It's I think it's intelextrememasters.com, is it?
Intelextrememasters.com. I'm not sure if it's actually there yet.
Probably, possibly not. IamChina.leagueoflegends.com may also have this. No, we have not decided yet. So it's gonna be a surprise, guys. But both of these semi-finals are must-see. You cannot miss those. It's going to be amazing. We're going to have another day of 7 hours or so League of Legends for you tomorrow. 2 best-of-3s, depending on how those go. Could be 2 games. Could be 2 games.
Could be 4 games.
4 games. Could be 6 games. Or anywhere in between.
Or anywhere in between.
5 games.
It should be.
You're welcome, stream. You're welcome. Sorry, guys. It's been a very long day.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
That was a great way to finish it off. Yeah, so thanks for watching, guys. It has been a super great one again for the Intel Extreme Masters here at the Global Challenge in Guangzhou.
We're getting some sort of signal there, which I don't exactly know what it means. Carmack is giving us this signal from offstage. Interview? Is that interview? Yeah. Would we like to do an interview?
Sure.
I would love to do it. Would you like to do one? I'll do the other one.
I don't mind.
Yeah. All right. So let's see. Do we have a camera view that we can cut to already? Because currently Joe here is our production guy as well.
A multi-talented.
You are indeed. Yes. Would you like to go on to the interview, or should I do it?
No, we're going to bring him here.
Ah, yes. That's actually the best way of doing it. Yeah, they do have the camera up there. But yes, I think we should really ask CLG what they thought about letting the grandmas play for them. And we haven't had any other interviews today, so I'm just going to go and secure us a second interview because I see SK standing there as well.
I think Carmack is.
Or maybe Carmack wants to do the interview. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what's going on right now. I'm not getting any voice in my head. What is our plan? What do we want to do?
There is no voice in your head. No, I am the voice.
Oh, you're the only voice in my head. That's unfortunate.
It's not a bad thing.
Very unfortunate. I guess we're going to have an interview. Are we going to have an interview?
Carmack's working on it.
Yes,
like a boss.
Yes, very good, very good. All right then.
Like a boss.
Okay, so we're going to have an interview for you guys. We should have more of those, but we were kind of pressed for time today.
But now we're through.
Yes, we're through. Now we came through alive. And as soon as we have I see a guy with a camera on his shoulder, so I guess that's the view we should be cutting to eventually.
No, he's a different guy.
He's a different guy. I don't know what's going on there. All right. Oh, we're just going to bring him here for the interview. Okay, cool. That will do. So I'm going to leave you to interview Elements?
That's fine.
You do that. All right, then.
So, Elements is going to come and sit down and we're going to have a little bit of a chat about how the day's gone. Yeah, go on. So, Elements, let me switch the camera off here. So, first of all, let's talk about maybe the down part of your day, which was the last game. What happened?
I don't know. I for some reason, Chelsea thought we could fight level 1 bottom, and the exact same thing happened in the first game. He tried to fight them at level 1. Tark Caitlyn's just super strong this patch because Tark has a 2-second stun, so you can get the Caitlyn trap off, right? So it's like, I don't know why he was trying to fight that. Plus, they have creep advantage pushing towards us. So I don't know what he was thinking. I guess he thought we could take him, and he's like, wow, I got 100% to 0. I'm like, well, no way you did. Like, obviously. Like, I don't know. I think it was just an error. It happens, and we're still going. We're still 2-1. That's
I mean, you know, it wasn't the end of the world that you lose that game. I mean, how strong a World Elite? Was it a case of you guys losing a bit of concentration as well, do you think, after a long day waiting around for the other group and, you know, playing your games today?
I don't think it was lack of concentration. I just think it was just, you know, just that continuously bad turn of events just kept happening.
Yeah.
Like, every time George got ganked, his screen went black. I don't know if you guys could hear him. He was like losing his stuff. He's like, oh my god, it's black again. And like, he can't do anything. Right? So literally every time George died, it's because his screen was black. Like, I don't know, it happened every single time.
Not cool.
I don't know.
So let's talk about the good parts, because there were some good parts today. Obviously, your first game you played against Flash, the Singaporean team. How was that for you? I mean, we didn't actually get to see it on stream, so maybe it's cool if you break down how you thought going into your first game of the day and what you expected from them.
Every time I play a first game, I'm always nervous. I don't know why. I can never get my nerves ready for the first game, so I'm a little jittery. But first game, I think it was probably our best game played, because I was talking to Chester when I was going back and like, what mistakes do we make? Like, literally, we didn't make a single mistake in our lines. The only mistake we made is that we didn't push hard enough to get the timer, because that is a factor in the the two, if there's tied like
if
the other pool, right?
Yeah.
That was the only thing we could really think of that we made a mistake, is that we should have been pushing into towers and taking that little bit of risk because we were so far ahead. And I mean, everything was like calculated. We had everything down. We knew when Dragon was going up. We knew when their blue was up. We just pushed. We literally pushed them around, and the game was totally ours. And we just slowly, chipped away at them and won the game. And I think that's our best game played.
What about Millennium? Because they've come into this event, obviously, not having the greatest of runs online. They've got Wet Dream here playing for them. Yellow Star, who's their normal AD carrier, a bit of a superstar, if you like, in Europe. Not here. What did you expect from Millennium here today? Did you expect more from them?
I don't know. It's obvious. Removing one player actually does make a big difference in the team comp. I mean, look at us at MLG with Void Boy. We didn't even run AP carries. We just ran 2 bruisers. I mean, it totally changes a team's chemistry. So with them, I mean, they ran Singe Top, which is, I don't know, that's not really a popular pick, and it happens sometimes. But I think, well, they also gave us Orianna and Lee Sin. So I think those are like incredibly strong picks. And when we had Orianna and Lee Sin, I think it was a dominate. I think it was, just a blowout because we had those 2 picks. I think they just let us get the picks, and I think that game was, I think honestly was a pick and counter pick game, and we just won that battle at level 1.
So let's talk about tomorrow, because you're going to be playing SK Game and the other Western team, if you like, in the tournament. And I noticed that they were watching you over there. Did you have any preferences as to who you'd rather play in the semi-final? Would you have rather had the Chinese team EHO?
Well, we know SK guys. We've been going to events for a while now. We're friends with them all. Even like we could say, it's upsetting that we hopefully couldn't have like a nice big battle final. Like, you're versus NA. Everyone likes that, the big rivalries on the forums. But stuff happens, and we're just gonna play them, and good luck to them, and hopefully we win. But I would have liked to play them in the finals, but at the same time, the Asian teams have proven that they are definitely good enough to play with us, and it's a good. We have more competition now, so that's great.
So for the game that you're not involved with, EHOME versus World Elite, I guess you got to saw EHOME play a little bit earlier on. You've just played against World Elite. Who's your tip for that one?
I don't know. I think World Elite, from what they did, I think they had a lot of team coordination. Even though we did, I think obviously played poorly that game, but I think their coordination was really well, and what they did, their advantage, they didn't let any advantage go. They really capitalized on those advantages. So I think that's a strong trait to have in a team.
Well, Elements, congratulations on getting yourself to the semi-final, and we'll see you tomorrow for the semi-final. I'm not sure if it's going to be the first semi-final or the second one.
I think we're the second.
The second one. Okay.
Second,
so that's cleared it up because we didn't actually know that a little bit earlier on. So well, that's going to be it for today from us here at the Intel Extreme Masters. Thanks for watching, guys, and of course we shall be back tomorrow for the semi-final, same time, I do believe, 10 a.m. Neil, is that right? 10 a.m. Chinese time, great stuff, which is very early if you're in Europe. It's actually at 4 a.m. if you're in Europe. And if you're in the US, I have no idea, but you can just stay up all night because that's how the time zones work. So, yeah, once again, thanks a lot, guys, for having us here. Daniel.
Should I have a quick interview with one of the SK guys? They're also hanging around.
Sure, we could do that.
Yeah. Let me just talk to us for a second there.
Yeah, go on then. That's what we can do. Daniel's taking over the stream now. I hope he can use a production PC as well while he's at it.
So let's have just a really quick one here. So hope the Joe stays around because I don't know how to turn off the stream when I'm done. Alright then, so you actually went first in your group. Let me just ask you right away, what was your thinking after the first game?
Actually, the word is unexpected. Because we never fought Asian teams, so it was kind of unexpected, everything that happened, the bans, the picks, I don't know. It was, the gameplay was actually like European one, aggressive, just flashing in, going for a kill, no matter what. It was actually kind of the same as Europe. And unexpected totally. They play like us, almost the gameplay, the same level, the team play is really good as well.
Right.
So they were a good team.
And definitely a practiced, experienced team as well, right?
Yeah,
right.
Definitely. So there's nothing, I mean, it's like best of one, everyone can win. And they got our level, so.
Yeah, okay, cool. So you ended up actually taking first place in your group. Did you see that coming?
Well, it could happen. I was talking with the guys, and it was kind of, I was like so positive. Don't worry, we win this, and we get first. We can still get first, and it finally happened.
Yeah.
So you have to, even if the things go really bad, you have to try hard. You have to do your best, because it may turn you up.
So you told me earlier that the Talon and Khazadin were actually counter picks to Cillian. So your strategy was to silence him so he couldn't use his ultimate, correct?
Yeah, correct. As soon as we saw Cillian, we thought like they are basing the setup on ultimating with Cillian and just making probably a long team fight. So we just don't want that. We just if he uses ultimate, it has to be when he's at 90%,
right?
And he sees the silence coming out,
right?
So he has to do it no matter what. We want short team fight with our combo. Talon depends on cooldowns. Khazadin, if you spam jumps, you go
very very quickly because the mana cost of
we just
like up.
10 seconds team fights. So that's why we went for going setups, totally aggressive. The thing is that if you don't kill in those seconds, if you don't kill anyone,
then it's over,
then you are lost. Well, it worked. It worked.
It did work. So you are going against CLG tomorrow in the semi-finals. How do you feel about that?
I feel good, to be honest, because the fear I got is I fear more my team than anyone else. Yeah. That's a good line there. That's something that people should probably. Yeah, really. Not because the Chinese Asian teams are bad. No.
No.
But obviously, even you saying okay, the Asians, but you don't know them. You know.
Yeah.
You know how CLG plays. You know how many viewers do they have, and you want to demonstrate.
Exactly,
it's always like that. So we know we are gonna do our best. We are gonna try hard to try to beat CLG. With the Asian team, we'll have in the same, but not the same level for sure. This is like personal. CLG versus SK is like so big.
Right, yeah, absolutely. Alright then, so you think you have good chances tomorrow for the best of 3? And you're just going to go into it with your normal sorts of picks. You don't have any surprises for them because obviously you guys stream too, so CLG know your picks as well.
Yeah, definitely. So the thing is that, well, Nerali will be banned obviously, not like in Gamescom. But yeah, my predictions are like we win the best of 3.
You think?
Yeah, in the last month, I don't remember in the last month, sorry, we didn't lose any best of 3 against really good teams, and I think that we can get this.
All right.
I got faith in my team.
That's very nice.
Yeah.
All right, I think that's a pretty much perfect line to end this with. So Ocelotto right here thinks he can take the best of 3 tomorrow against CLG. And against SK Gaming, or with SK Gaming, depending on how you want to phrase it. And you know, the only way you can find out how that goes is by tuning in tomorrow. So it's going to be the same place you're watching right now tomorrow at about the time that we started today, maybe about an hour early if we actually start on time today. Let's try to be there in time tomorrow, okay?
Okay.
And I think that's it from us here in Guangzhou, China. Thanks very much for tuning in, and we'll see you again tomorrow, as soon as I figure out how to turn off the stream. Bye-bye. And now let's figure out how to turn off the stream. Oh no, we have Joe. Thanks, Joe. Bye, people.